Good Monday morning, everybody. Hey, it's Mike with Brookside Studios, and today is our Marketing Minute Monday topic of email marketing and how it plays into multi-channel marketing. So you may be asking yourself, what is multi-channel marketing? It's marketing all over the place. If you're not in multiple places, you're only in one place, and you risk not being seen by your potential target audience. Potential target audience is your customer. So why is email so important in multi-channel marketing? Well, with multi-channel marketing, you've got all different avenues to go down. You've got social media, you've got print advertisements, which is direct mail, you've got television, radio, and email marketing plays a huge role in that, and let me tell you why. Email marketing is one of the only ways that you can go direct from your business to your consumer, and these consumers that you have are most likely customers that you already have within your system. So it's really important that you know exactly who your customer is, what they're into, what they've purchased before, and this is where the whole Big Brother thing comes into play from 1984. You remember the book, the movie, where they said in the future that the computers would know everything about you. Well, it's really not that scary. It's actually quite simple, the process that happens here. And I'm going to tell you how it works in relation to email marketing. Every time you go to a retail store or you purchase something, chances are somebody's going to ask you for a phone number or an email address. And most people are very willing to give that. They know what is meant to accomplish, and it's going to be for the purpose of marketing to you in at a later time. So what do they do with all that data? A lot of people get scared about it. Don't sell my email address, don't sell my phone number, don't sell my data. Well, case in point, if I go shopping at a retail store and I purchased a couple pairs of slacks, a shirt, a hat, whatever, I like my hats, chances are I'm going to give them my email address. They're going to ask for it. I'm going to give it to them. And who knows, a couple weeks later, I may get an email from that same company saying, hey, Mike, guess what? We've got those hats on sale, or we've got more types of hats on sale. How do they know that about me? Well, it's very simple. It's just big data. Every time you purchase something, every time you react to a form online, or, these companies are collecting data for you. So that's what we do. We analyze the data. We look at the customer, and we create these amazing email campaigns that really nurture the life of the customer, the relationship between the business owner and the customer. So when you get that email, what the company is trying to do is they're trying to communicate directly with you. It's so easy to put a message out on Facebook, out on Twitter, and all this different stuff, and you never know who's going to see it. You can certainly target the way that it's viewed, such as, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. Sorry, I'm from Dallas, but that's how it is. I know there's a lot of fans up here in Tulsa, but and obviously on Facebook, I like the Dallas Cowboys. So I tend to see a lot of information on Facebook pertaining to the Dallas Cowboys, but they never know that I'm specifically going to see it when they put it out there. But with email marketing, you know who your client is, you know who your customer is, and chances are you have a direct line of communication with them. So why would you want to communicate with them via email? Well, a lot of times you might want to sell them a new product or a new service. You might want to inform them about something exciting that's happening at your company. Perhaps you have some really good information on a blog, and you want to send out a newsletter style email, just informing your customers, with continuing education, things that are relevant to them, and that's the key to it. You want to provide them with information that is relevant to them. The best way to do that is to know your customer. So you have a customer database. A lot of people call it's a CRM. And if your company doesn't have one, you need to really look into getting one, because that's really going to be the best way for you to gauge your customer activity for the life of your business. But by knowing something about your customer, you're able to communicate with them directly, talk to them about the things that they care about, that they're most interested in, and it's just really a great way to nurture that relationship, because that's what it is. It's a relationship, and it's a communicative relationship. You want to give them the opportunity to respond to possibly speak with you through that channel, that email channel. One way that you can do that is if you send them an email, you may want to find out, hey, what are you looking forward to doing in 2017? What kind of content are you looking for to receive if it's for educational purposes? When I say educational purposes, a lot of people think, possibly it's about, going back to school and whatnot. It's really not. Perhaps you're a customer of a managed network services company that performs IT services, server maintenance, file maintenance, and whatnot for your company. Well, let's say that company sends you out an email and they want to know, what has been an issue for your internal computer systems, your IT systems in the past, and what would you like to see in the future? Well, you may simply respond by going to a landing page or replying directly back to the email or giving them a phone call and saying, I'd really like to know how to improve the security of our computer systems. We got hit with some viruses a couple years ago before you guys came along, and it really hurt our business a little bit. So we'd like to know what we can do to get better security in our systems. Well, once that customer responds back to the company with that information, that company then puts that information in a database. It's called automated marketing. We then know from that customer that they really need to know or want to know more about security. So guess what? The next email that they're going to get is probably going to have something to do with security and keeping their computer work environment safe from outside viruses, hackers, file damage, corruption, all that different stuff. So it's not so much that we are trying to freak you out by saying, well, how'd they know that about me? You're actually giving us the information. So that's what we do in an email marketing campaign. A second ago, I mentioned landing pages. This is a great way to drive traffic to your website, is through that email campaign directly to your customer, is that you can drive them to a landing page. And what that landing page does, that helps us gather more information, give the customer more information about perhaps what they're looking for, or options as to what we can offer that they're looking for. And once they fill out those forms, normally it's just a very simple form. And if it's done correctly, they really don't have to fill out that much because we already know who they are. We've already emailed them so that we know that they are John Doe at this email address. And we probably have their phone number as well, because with them being a customer, chances are we've wanted to call them before, or they've called us before, or they've just voluntarily given it to us. But once they get to that landing page and we're asking them more questions, we're continuing this conversation. It's really a minimal effort on their part to provide us with the information that they want to talk about. So all of this combined, it seems like it can be really confusing and complicated and whatnot, but it's really not. This is part of what we call automated marketing. It takes just a little planning in the beginning, but if you set up your campaign just right, you can really, really nurture the life of that relationship with your customer. So just want to let you know, email is just a very small part of the multi-channel experience. There's so much more to go into marketing, and hopefully the next time I sit down with you guys, maybe we can talk a little bit more about social media, or we can talk about direct mail pieces. But at Brookside Studios, we've got the entire team that is there and ready to facilitate any kind of marketing campaign you're looking for. So if you have any more questions about email marketing in particular, hit us up on Facebook, Brookside Studios. We're in Tulsa. And next week, we got James Pigman coming for you on the Marketing Minute Monday, and he's got some great information for you. So hope everybody has a great week, and we will see you next time. Brookside Studios, this is Mike, digital marketing designer. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.